Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Currently sitting at $48.49. Where is AMC headed from here? Is it over for AMC? Should you sell AMC stock? I hope to answer all those questions for you guys before the end of the video. But before I start the video, I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It is just my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's get started. So really analyzing AMC, kind of where AMC has kind of been going the last week. If you take a look at the 1 week chart, down about 8.96%. I mean, that's not really too bad, to be honest. It started at 51 bucks, but we see here yesterday, AMC went all the way down to $39.81. So down about 25% at one point. Obviously, I've said this time and time again. You know, the apes are really resilient when it comes to AMC stock. Any dip that we see with AMC is quickly bought back up. We could definitely see that it did not really stay in this kind of like $39, $38 range for a very long time and was able to make it all the way back up to almost $50. So that just goes to show, you know, that people out there, you know, they take the opportunity, they buy the dip on the stock. You know, I don't feel like people have given up on AMC. I haven't given up on AMC. I still think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze. I don't think it's over for AMC, and I don't think that people should be selling their positions. You know, if we take a look at it all together, you know, a bunch of the hedge funds or people shorting the stock, they're still growing their short positions in AMC stock. You know, they continue to try to push the stock down. Like I said yesterday, we saw it get all the way down to $39. And, you know, this is kind of what the hedge funds want. You know, they want to push the stock down. This in turn will cause fear, making retail traders think that there's actually sell-off going on when in reality there's not. But I'm going to say this, you know, the apes, we're pretty persistent. We're pretty resilient when it comes to this stuff. We don't fall for it. We don't fall for the fake sell-offs. We don't fall for the fake price. You know, we see the price there and then we buy the dip immediately. And the stock ends up going back up. And I'm sure, like I said, you know, the hedge funds, they're going to try their best to push the stock down. They don't want another recap of what we got back in January with GameStop. How GameStop went from $5 all the way to $500 a share. It's going to be the same. Hedge funds, you know, it's going to take them a lot longer to cover their short positions here. They don't want to lose to the retail traders. Yes, people have started to rotate out of AMC, not as far as their overall shares and their buying power, but, you know, people are buying other stocks, and there's nothing okay with that. I think right now the top pick in Wall Street bets is like Virgin Galactic Holdings. And like I said, that company has had a lot of good news recently. I believe they're finally going to get a rocket in space and stuff like that. But back to AMC, like I said, for me, I don't think it's over for AMC stock. I don't think people should sell their positions in AMC, and I still do think that AMC is going to go through a short squeeze. Like I said, eventually these people who are shorting the stock have to cover their short positions yet. You know, and guess what? You know, these people have not covered yet. They have not bought back their short positions yet because the stock price is still way higher than they want it to be. Remember, these big-time hedge funds, they don't want to cover at $40. They don't want to cover at $30 or $20. They want to cover at like 5 cents. You know, they want to cover as cheap as possible. So they're going to do everything it takes to push the stock down. But like I said, you know, the apes being as resilient as possible, we always end up just buying the dip on the stock. So where do I see AMC stock going from here? You know, now that I've said I don't think people should sell their positions just yet, and how I still do think that AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze, well, it's pretty tough to tell. You know, like I said, there's nothing wrong with sideways trading and consolidation. So if we take a look at the 1 year chart, we see this huge run up here on January 27th of 2021. You know, this is kind of where the whole squeeze was starting to happen with GameStop, and a lot of other stocks were starting to kind of rise up a little bit. A lot of the brokerages then limited trading on these stocks, only allowing people to sell their positions and not buy any additional positions. And we went through a phase where AMC basically just traded sideways for a very long time. You know, people were saying, okay, you know, AMC, it's never going to go anywhere. It's over for AMC stock. It can never make it past $9. It can never make it past $10. And we see this huge run up here on June 2nd. You know, this is all retail, up almost 1,000% from that year-to-date mark. This is all just from retail buying. This is not hedge funds covering their short positions. We see a little bit of a dip here when they said that they were going to do an 11 million stock sale, and then we see here that it's just kind of been trading sideways ever since. There is nothing wrong with that, and this is all about consolidation, because sometimes stocks do need to consolidate before their next leg up. This is pretty common, and it happens very, very frequently. Now, as an overall price prediction for me with AMC stock, I still do think that AMC stock is going to go over $1,000. Like I said, everything I say in my videos is just my personal opinion, but based on how many people are shorting the stock and how people continue to add to their short positions, the fact that, you know, people, you know, they're not covering just yet, we're going to see a massive run up when that time actually does come. Now, what price is it going to happen at? Well, it's kind of tough to say. Like I said, it could take some time altogether for AMC to be able to reach those prices. But if we analyze it together from kind of an investing standpoint, this is all part of the process. And the hedge funds, the last thing they want to do is cover their positions. The last thing they want to do is buy back millions and millions of shares. And this is why when people say, okay, it's a fake price, blah, 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 it's because people are pushing the stock down. But here's the thing, like I said, us apes being resilient as we are, we continue to keep buying the dip as much as possible. For me, I have not given up on AMC. I still think AMC is going to go through a short squeeze. I still do think that this prices that we're seeing here, it's not a huge reflection of what's actually going to be going down over the next couple of months. I don't have a time frame of when AMC stock is actually going to squeeze. I can't really put a time frame on it because, like I said, time and time again, you can't really time the market. You can't really time when things are going to go through a squeeze. But if we take, like I said, back to the 1 year chart here, if we take a look at it, no one knew that this was going to happen here on June 2nd. And I had been reading reports from March and May, or in April as well, people saying, okay, these big time hedge funds are growing their short positions, they're continuing to add to their short positions. I figured that eventually we would probably get some form of a squeeze out of AMC, but we see here, it traded sideways for a very long time. Like I said, about 2 to 3 months before we even actually got a squeeze upward. It's going to be the same thing this time around. I have a very good feeling about it that, AMC is just going to trade sideways for a little bit. Like I said, most of the month of June, we did get a bunch of sideways trading, but like I said, consolidation is sometimes important before the next leg up. But I don't think people should sell their position in AMC stock because I do feel like people would be shooting themselves in the foot if they sold this early, no matter how much downward pressure AMC does get. This is the hedge funds trying to push the stock price down. I don't recommend people sell their position. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you think of AMC. Do you guys think AMC is going to go through a short squeeze? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.